I offer you the picture of the Cedarville graduate enjoying his visit to the Paris front that was not taken on his honeymoon. It was a few years later he came over to visit, and he already had one lovely little daughter. First out, he had two little boys and 2 little girls, so that's nice. But anyway, he graduated in 1998, and he spent 2 years working over in Germany, where he got the MBA. And he managed to get around and do a lot of things in Europe, including visiting me in the Paris. Now, to get back to the problem at hand, which is the heat transfer problem, now that we've got the solution, it would be nice to figure out, say, a specific temperature on the plate. After you did all this work to get the temperature for any x to y, why not pick a certain one? And Caleb says, yes, that would be a nice idea. So why don't we pick the center of the plate? And we would like to calculate the temperature based on this analytical solution. Now, let's just see, what approximately do you think is the temperature at the center of the plate? It's 100 at the top, 0 at the bottom. So what's the temperature at the center of the plate? 50. Okay, let's see what it really is. Let's see, how are we going to do that, by the way? Well, we're going to plug in, we're going to make the plate 1 unit by 1 unit, so we'll let A and B be the same. And we're going to go to the middle, so it's 0.5, 0.5. We plug in 1/2 for dx and dy, and we start evaluating this lovely infinite series, which you'll all agree is beautiful, elegant, lovely, right? Mm-hmm. So we start on our way and evaluate the series, and like Mr. Taylor, we don't want to get carried away and do too many terms, but unlike Mr. Taylor, we'll do a few more than one, because we're not letting some small little quantity go to 0. This means we actually evaluated the numbers. But once upon a time, you did evaluate and write sequences of numbers. Is that not true? And then you did the partial sums. There's a few people are willing to admit that somewhere in Calculus 2, they once upon a time did stuff like that. And they probably wonder why they would ever do that again. You know, it might be for some exam in heat transfer. So we start doing this, okay, and we plug in, let n equal 1, n equal, of course, it turns out the even terms are all 0, which doesn't always happen, but it's a good deal. Now we only have the infinitely many numbers to evaluate instead of the full infinitely many. That's a French joke. The other thing you notice, if you bother to punch these into the calculator, is that the numbers get smaller and smaller in a hurry, as you Americans would say. So the series does quickly converge. Quite often it converges quickly. So you don't need to do many terms. So see, you really save from half the infinitely many terms. We only need a few terms. And if you go to the next one, which I didn't do, it's so small that it hardly changes anything. So it's almost as good as the Mr. Taylor idea of throw away the other terms and forget about them, but you do have to keep a few of them around. And so we get to the predicted temperature in the middle, which is 24.77. Now, wait a minute. A bunch of you said it was going to be near 50. And why is it not anywhere near 50?
Three of the sides are 0.
Oh, these sides are, so what? So what if the sides are 0? What does that do? What does that have to do with put it at the top, 0 at the bottom? So there's what out the sides? There's heat transfer out the sides, okay? So if we had one dimensional heat flow, it would be 100 to 0, it really would be 50, it would be like the one-dimensional plane wall. However, since we've got heat transfer in multiple dimensions, if you go on these sides, since they're fixed at 0, the temperature tends to drop much more rapidly. So next, what does the temperature look like at the top? On the upper boundary, that would be where y equal 1. You plug in the y equal 1, it's the formula at the top of the page, and we could get t as a function of x along the top wall. That at first glance does not look much like the 100 degrees that it's supposed to be. Why doesn't it look like the 100 degrees? It's the blue theory? Who is this lovely guy that's visiting you today? His name is Monsieur Fourier, right? It's the Fourier theory. Specifically, it's the Fourier sine theory, because it only has the sine function. There's also a Fourier cosine series, and there is the general Fourier series, which has both sines and the cosines all mixed together. It's really exciting. Okay, so let's see what that is supposed to look like 100. Okay? And that's how it was built. Because